The story begins on Yautja Prime, the Predator homeworld, where we meet the protagonist, Dek, a young Yautja who is deemed weak and unworthy by his hyper-traditionalist father, Njor, the clan leader. Dek's life is defined by the pressure to prove his honor. His older brother, Quay, out of compassion, helps Dek escape the oppressive social structure by preparing him for an exile hunt on the dangerous world of Jenna. In a shocking and brutal opening, Njor discovers Quay's act of mercy and executes him, judging Quay's actions as a fatal display of weakness. This act of familial betrayal fills Dek with a deep sense of vengeance, transforming his hunt into a desperate quest to prove Njor wrong and avenge Quay's death by successfully hunting the legendary, nearly unkillable beast known as the Kalisk on Jenna, also dubbed the Death Planet.
Either you are hunted, or you...
I didn't think you survived.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet.
Upon crash landing on Jenna, Dek is immediately confronted by an environment more hostile than any he's faced. The planet's flora is predatory, with aggressive, acidic vines and toxic undergrowth that burn his armor and skin, forcing him to rely on his wits and primal skills rather than his usual high-tech gear, which is often disrupted by the planet's unique electromagnetic conditions. While navigating the wreckage of a previous expedition, he encounters Thia, a sophisticated Weyland-Yutani synthetic android, who has been reduced to only her torso. Thia uses a translator to communicate with Dek and proposes an alliance, her deep knowledge of the Kalisk, which her corporation was attempting to capture, in exchange for Dek's assistance in finding and repairing her missing lower body parts. This partnership marks a radical departure from the solitary predator code. They are soon joined by Bud, a small, local, and emotionally expressive alien creature who becomes their mascot and unwitting guide.
Let's get out of here!
Dek and Thia track the Kalisk to its den. The subsequent fight is a brutal testament to the Kalisk's superiority. Despite Dek deploying all his advanced weaponry, the creature deftly evades his plasma caster and smart disc.
Hello, Tessa. The company is not pleased. Continued failure will result in your decommission.
Where's Thea?
The Yautja has Thea.
They can't be killed.
Dek manages to temporarily subdue it, even beheading it with his wrist blades, but is horrified as the Kalisk swiftly regenerates and resumes the attack. However, when the Kalisk has Dek utterly defeated and defenseless, it stops short of killing him and retreats. This spared life is the story's major turning point. Through Thia's analysis, and realizing the connection to Bud, Dek learns the truth: the Kalisk is Bud's mother, and its aggression stems not from hunting instinct, but from parental defense. Dek's mission shifts entirely from hunting to protecting the Kalisk from the true threat, the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. The corporation's plan materializes with the arrival of Tessa, another Weyland-Yutani synthetic, who is revealed to be Thia's sinister twin and is piloting a formidable power loader mech suit. Tessa's objective is to capture the Kalisk for study. In the climactic battle, Tessa succeeds in killing the adult Kalisk. Now fighting for justice, Dek is forced to innovate. Having lost most of his traditional gear, he uses his survival skills to fashion organic weapons and armor from Jenna's toxic plants and animal hides. Aided by Thia's strategic insight and the increasingly protective presence of Bud, Dek successfully coordinates the destruction of Tessa and her mech suit. Dek's journey is complete. He has demonstrated a higher form of honor rooted in empathy and alliance. Dek, Thia, now with her missing parts recovered, and Bud returned to Yautja Prime. Dek has learned that true strength lies not in isolation but in loyalty and protection. When Njor attempts to reject Dek and his companions, challenging his son's unconventional choices, a final confrontation ensues. In the ultimate act of revenge and protection, Bud, who has rapidly grown into a large, formidable Kalisk, intervenes and decapitates Njor, thereby avenging Quay and eliminating the old, rigid leadership. Dek now stands as the leader, presenting Tessa's skull as the trophy of a superior foe, symbolizing his triumph over both the corporate enemy and the outdated, cruel customs of his own culture.